The official inquiry into the Nova Scotia mass shooting has released some recordings of a key RCMP conference call, a call that's been at the center of allegations about political interference into the investigation of the massacre in which 22 people were killed. The recordings were made on April the 28th, 2020, just days after the killings. The RCMP Commissioner, Brenda Lucki, this woman, says she understood the police force could not at the time release details about the weapons that were used, the makes and models of the guns. But she goes on to say in the call that she felt frustrated when she learned that the speaking notes that were used for an RCMP news conference didn't include any references to the weapons as being semi-automatic or assault-style weapons. Listen to this.
I felt completely disrespected by the fact that I was told that Darren was going to talk about the guns in his speaking note. And as soon as I got confirmation, I advised the minister's office, and then it wasn't there.
Well, here's what was at the center of all of this, the allegations of political interference, the idea that Brenda Lucki had assured Canada's emergency preparedness minister at the time, Bill Blair, and the Prime Minister's office that yes, the RCMP would release the information about the guns, their makes and models, in a bid to support the Trudeau government's gun control legislation. Blair, the Prime Minister, and Lucki are all denying the allegations. Let's bring in Chris Lewis, though, our public safety analyst here at CTV and a former commissioner of the Ontario Provincial Police Force. Chris, what do you make of these tapes that were released today and the implications?
Well, they're pretty telling. I've said from the beginning that somebody's not telling the truth here. We heard from the superintendent, Darren Campbell, who was part of those calls, that certain things were said by the commissioner and certain things relating to promises to the minister's office and the prime minister's office. I haven't listened to all the tapes yet, but certainly some of the stuff I heard certainly indicates that she did say she made promises to the minister's office. And she's had to deal with the minister's office because she's allegedly dropped the ball on these issues. She talks about the firearms, why wasn't that information in there, and seems very frustrated, although not screaming and hollering, fairly nice actually. But still, she made it very clear that she was not happy that it wasn't carried out, as she has denied actually saying.
The implications for the RCMP Commissioner, Brenda Lucki, what do you think, Chris?
Well, I think it hurts her. She's a very nice person. I don't know her well, but I know lots that do. She put in a very tough position running the department. She wasn't a deputy commissioner in charge of big areas and whatnot, but very nice, and everybody wanted her to succeed. But this hurts her. It hurts her credibility within the organization and publicly, because there's been these did say it, didn't say it, denials, so I don't remember saying it. And of course, then again, statements by the minister that he didn't say or promise or hear anything either. So it's very confusing. It hurts or helps nobody and hurts many. And I think it hurts the morale of the force even more.
And the implications as well for the government. What do you think?
Well, here we are again. We're dealing with the same thing in the inquiry or hearing in relation to the Emergencies Act. Who said what? Who made promises about the police asked for this legislation? The police say we didn't ask for it. So, it just continually hurts credibility. Very senior people that we shouldn't hear challenges to their integrity or allegations that they're not telling the truth. And here's a case where we've seen a whole pile of it within a couple of years through some very tough times for Canadians.
Chris, appreciate you taking some time today to give us your thoughts on these recordings.
Thank you. Take care.